Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Biz Apps with Blake. This is your weekly digest for January 3rd, 2023, where I'm going to talk about all of the news, updates, and other exciting things that I think that you should know about. The first thing we're going to talk about today is training, and there are a ton coming up. And this is really a great time of year to start getting ahead on your training, learning, and development. So I'm about to show you a few trainings. Don't worry, the links to all of these will be included in the video description. All right, so the first thing you should see on your screen here is Viva Sales, Scenarios, Features, and Partner Opportunity. And this happens in a couple of days on January 5th, and I don't want you to miss it. This is for those of you who are still kind of unfamiliar with Viva Sales, or maybe you know a little bit about it and you want to learn how to better position it and what it is. If you're kind of familiar with Viva Sales and you want to take the next step, there is an on demand training available here, D365 Sales Academy for Viva Sales. And this is really going to help people understand how to configure and how to demo Viva Sales. So if you're on the pre sale side, like I am, this is some really valuable on demand training. Moving away from Viva Sales for just a second, we have Microsoft Reactor training. And to be fair, I wasn't really familiar with this whole training program until a couple of weeks ago, but I thought it looked really cool and I wanted to include it. What they have going on here is on January 11th, exam readiness for preparing for the PL 100. So the PL 100 is one of the Power Platform exams that you can take. Again, this is very fundamental level. Basically, you know your PL 900 and you're ready to move into the actual application of building low code, no code apps. And this could be one opportunity, one place to start, one of the others being the PL 200, perhaps. But this has some really awesome speakers here. We have the very amazing April Dunham speaking along with some of her friends from Microsoft. And so if you're interested in all in low code, no code app development, this is definitely not one you want to miss. Moving on, we have Catalyst partner training. So you may have seen me post about my Catalyst accreditation just a couple of weeks ago. I went ahead and took the Catalyst training course. If you're interested to know more about Catalyst, it'll be all on this landing page here. The next big round for Catalyst training starts January 23rd. It can take some time to complete. So go ahead and register on January 23rd, and you will have all the way through almost the end of March to get that work done. Finally, we have some additional virtual training days, and there's really a couple of cool things going on here. As we see on January 20th, there is Activate Digital Selling. So that's going to be all about D365 sales. And on January 25th, Power Platform Fundamentals, and that's more akin to your PL 900 exam. So we really have a lot of trainings covering a variety of topics happening in the next couple of weeks. And I just wanted you to know about them. Register now, register often, don't miss out. Now let's talk about a couple of promos. The first on the list is, of course, Bridge to Cloud 2, and that's been pushed back to start on February 1st. This is actually a pretty important promo because a lot of the legacy on prem Dynamics ERP software is already in an extended support phase with a scheduled sunset date of no later than 2023. So that gives you just a few years to start planning and budgeting for how you're going to move those customers from on prem to the cloud. If you're not on the most recent versions of some of those already, your extended support might already be gone, and then upgrading these can actually be a huge pain. But with the upgrade cycle included with Dynamics 365 in the cloud, a lot of those pain points can be virtually eliminated. It should also be noted that a lot of these softwares are much more difficult to procure inside of the indirect provider or indirect partner program. And so you really lose out on all of the knowledge and benefits you get working with the DISTI when you're working with those products most of the time. There's a couple of other promos we want to discuss, of course. One being the cloud migration offer, which is 40% discount for on prem to cloud subscriptions, the D365 and Power Platform new customer promo, which is 16.67% off customers who are net new to Dynamics and or the Power Platform, and a few promos actually ending pretty soon here. One is 25% off the first year of Power Apps and Power Automate per user with RPA, Power Virtual Agents with a limited time pricing, And both of those are actually scheduled to not be available any longer after March 31st. I do have a few final thoughts before we wrap on today's video. When it comes to IT security, it's easy for folks to put purported dollar values behind malware, ransomware, or phishing attacks. But last week, we saw what happens when other systems, such as ones that run your business, are out of date, as evidenced by a certain US airline. Being proactive now means saving yourself money and headache later. If you're a VAR or MSP, this means not overlooking your customers' needs outside of what you specialize in. You might be missing out on opportunities to better serve your customer and increase your revenue. If you're not a managed service provider, but you have one and they're not fulfilling your CRM, ERP, or low code, no code needs, call them out or fire them and find someone who will. Well, I think that about wraps it up for this week. I hope that everyone had a safe and happy new year. And I want to thank those of you who are watching these videos and supporting the work I'm doing, both for our partners as well as the community. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers. Right now, about 75% of the folks out there watching these videos are not subscribed. So if you want to go ahead and click subscribe for me, it would mean a ton. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.